This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry. Welcome to Mental Health Matters. Today we are spotlighting a nonprofit making a big difference for kids and teens in Whitley County. Joining us are Dave and Shawna from the Center for Whitley County Youth, along with their sponsor and community partner, Sean Goddard from Viking Psychiatry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Okay, so let's just start off by you telling me about the Center for Whitley County.
Yeah, the Center for Whitley County Youth is a nonprofit, and we are just an organization that works to promote youth development through service, outreach, and collaboration. I always like to say we try to provide a healthy space for students to come and try new things and be themselves and just have a safe place.
Yeah. And what do you think makes you different? Like, what is it about your approach that really sets you apart from other programs?
Yeah, great question. I think what makes us different than other programs is we are really in it for the long haul. So we offer programs for students from kindergarten to senior year of high school. And whether they are a part of our programs or not, we still like to follow up with them. We like to follow along with their story. If they need something from us, we try really hard to still be there, even if they're not a part of our high school program or middle school program. Just because you're not in our middle school program doesn't mean we don't care about your high school journey. So we continue to follow up with them and love them whether they're a part of our program or not.
Yeah, and can you dive deeper and kind of expound on what your programs are tangibly?
Yeah, so we have several different programs. I will let Shawna talk about it. She's definitely boots on the ground. One of the programs that we're starting this year, which I'm really excited about, is called Thrive 100. And so it's a 4-year program that teaches students just practical life skills. And at the end of each year, there's going to be an opportunity for a scholarship. And some of these practical life skills are anything from take out the trash to do the dishes 2 to 3 times this week without being asked. And then maybe eventually gets to apply for a job or change the oil on your car. And so as that progresses, we'll start to connect students with local community members that can help them with some of those projects. You know, maybe it's, I've never hung a picture on a wall before, but I can contact this handyman that's connected with the center, and he'll show me how to do it. And so then hopefully we start to build the community that way. You want to talk about some other programs?
Yeah, we have programs, like I said, from kindergarten to senior year. So a couple that I'm really passionate about are a middle school program. It's called After School Central, and it's open to 6th through 8th grade students. And that's when students can come in. They always get a healthy snack. They have homework help, so we have tutors that come in. We also have different activities that they can be a part of, such as cooking classes and art classes and STEM classes, really a very wide range. And we also have times for them to just play and be silly and have fun. And then after that, we have a couple high school programs. We have Ground Zero that's open to any high school student. And we also have After School Serve. And for After School Serve, you have to do an application. You have to get a reference. You have to do an interview. And when they are at After School Central, they are basically like our mini volunteers. And I always say After School Central, my program could not run without my After School Serve students. And they make it very clear that that is true. And they love that. So those are just a couple of our programs.
Yeah, I like that it's really just hands-on life skills, and you don't hear about it anymore. There used to be classes in school that really focused on it, like home economics, or like financial classes that you can actually like write checks and learn how to balance checkbooks and things like that. And that is a missing aspect now. So I love that you all are filling in that gap.
Thank you.
Tell me, how can community partners or people like local businesses actually support your mission?
Yeah, I love this question. So there's a lot of different ways that businesses and even individuals can support the center. There's always the financial side, right? So we're primarily funded through grants, but we also do a lot of our funding through individual donors and corporations and businesses. With that, though, we love when business partners can step into the building and step face to face with our students and actually interact. So we've had a few different businesses. There was one actually here from Fort Wayne that came in a few weeks ago, and I remember Shawna was telling me that all the students were so excited just to show, like, hey, look at this picture I drew, you know, look at the coloring I did. And they're just excited to show this new face that I can tell you care about me because you're here. And so we love that for businesses to step in and say, I care about you. I care about the young people and the local youth. And how can I do that? A lot of times that's just making eye contact and listening.
Right.
Yeah.
Students need that. Adults need that, right? And so it just builds that confidence.
Yeah, and how long has your center been around?
We've been around, this is our 20th year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about long term. Let's talk about just vision as you think about growing. How do you want to continue to make an impact with the work that you do?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think every student has a different story, and the center works really hard to be a place for students to land, whether you're the most athletic, the least athletic, have the most financial support at home, or even just support at home, or the least amount of support at home. And we want to be open to students from all of those different walks of life. So I think our long-term goal is to continue to provide students with programs that really do have an impact, like this Thrive 100 that we started. We started it because we saw a need of students not always having the support that they needed to know how to hang up a picture. Or my student had me call them 3 different times just to listen to their voicemail that they recorded because they didn't have a voicemail before. So things like that, just really being in the schools, being in the community, seeing what students need, and then if we have the opportunity, we try to meet that need through our programs.
Yeah.
And additionally with that, the students that we're pouring into and developing, I love telling people that this is your future neighbor, right? This is the person that's going to move in next to you. This is the person you're going to hire. And so that's who we're trying to build up and develop. And so that's why we just love to have that vision of a barrier-free access to things like mentorship and character education and opportunities so that the students can reach their full potential, right? So.
Yeah, and so Sean, let's talk about the fact that you decided to partner with this organization and be a sponsor. Why did you choose them?
Yeah, when we're looking at getting involved in the community, we really want to make an impact on mental health and long-term outcomes. And we know that when it comes to children, how important belonging is. You know, I just wrote a book, right, about belonging. And it's so important that kids feel belong, that they feel seen and supported. And we know that when kids have belonging, have love, feel seen, feel supported, long-term trajectories in mental health are significantly better. And so I thought, what better way to start making an impact in our community now and long-term, but intervening with the children who need it so much. And with the mission that they have going on, the amount of areas and counties that they serve, we could really have a widespread approach.
Yeah, I love it. This is great. Well, it's so good to learn about your organization. Shawna, Dave, Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, and if you would like more information about the Whitley County Center for Youth, we'll have their website listed below in addition to the website for Viking Psychiatry. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry.